It's a date night, but it's also a weekday night. I want to try to do something impressive, but I want it to be as fast as possible. Welcome, my friends. This is Matt. This is Big Food from a Tiny Kitchen. I have right here in front of me a pork tenderloin. I'm going to make pork medallions out of it, pan sear them, and then I'm going to try making a blueberry sage pan sauce. I've never done that. I'm experimenting here. I am not classically trained.
Never had one lesson.
Well, let's give it a shot. Now, I know, first of all, that I need to get this meat out of here, and I want to let it warm up to room temperature a little bit just so it cooks evenly. So, first thing, open it up. I also want to pat them dry. And then, very sharp knife, I want to just trim out a little bit of this extra fat here. I'm also just taking off a little bit of the silver skin. Is there a better way of doing this? Almost certainly. Now I want to cut these into relatively uniform sized pieces, and I want them to be pretty tender and juicy. So I'm going to leave them a little bit on the thicker side. So cut them about that length. So for me, that's up to the second knuckle. I think that's about 2 inches. Got my meat cut. I'm going to season it now and then just let it warm up to room temperature a little bit more. Then we're going to stick it on a pan, fry it up, make a sauce, serve a dinner. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know, always keep your hands washed, always keep your station cleaned. Don't want you to get sick. But we're going to build our spices out right now. So this is oregano. That's about 2 tablespoons of oregano. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Oh, that's way too much. That's, oh, I'm gonna sneeze now. That's 1.5 teaspoons of Hungarian sweet and spicy paprika. And then just a little bit of salt. Now, let's give the meat a final pat dry. The reason I'm using the gloves, not just for safety, my friends, also for that paprika. Stains worse than anything, my mom would say. There. It's good. Put a cover on it. I'm leaving it out. I'm going to call it about 20 minutes. We're getting into the experimentation phase now. I know how to make pork medallions. I don't know about the blueberries. I'm excited to find out. But before we do, I just want to let you know, your support really matters to me. You guys have been fantastic. If you like this and you're finding it for the first time, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. I've got 2 cups of blueberries here. I want to put those into a pan. I want to heat these up and get them started cooking just a little bit. I want sweet, but I also want savory. So I'm not adding sugar, I'm adding salt right now. I'm going to put salt wherever I want it, darn it. My kitchen. Then I'm also going to get some lemon zest in there just to keep it bright. I'm going to be adding savory later on in the pan drippings. So I want to keep this bright right now to counter it. And just for the sake of funsies, to that, just a little bit of water. I've got like 4 of these paper towels that are drying out sage right now. Since I've got it all over here, I'm gonna add some sprigs to the pot right now. I want to get a little bit of olive oil heated up there. So the reason I wanted to cut them about the same size is so they cook at about the same rate. I'm going to do about 3 minutes this side, flip them over, do 3 minutes on the other side. That is bubbling away nicely. Blueberries and sage. That smells great too. It's also steamed up my glasses so I can't see. That's awesome. You see I've started another pan over here. That's for some broccolini. Get some more nutrients into my body. Okay. But the blueberries kind of done their job. Let's get them mashed down a touch. First I want to get the stems out of there. And I want to mash this down so it becomes a bit more of a sauce. I don't want to have big berries, which I'm not going to have, but I don't want it to be just juice either. I want it to be a nice mix of solids and juices. I wish you could smell this. You've got that sage, that herb, that heavy, heavy herb. And then you've got the brightness of the berries and the lemon. You want to taste as we go along. And because I added salt instead of sugar, it's got a really rich, savory flavor already. It's amazing what a little change of ingredients can do. A little bit of salt changes everything. All that sage I told you about, let's start stripping that down off of the stems. So I'm just going to mince this up. In the meantime, let's make some pan sauce. I'm going to start off by adding a tablespoon of butter. And I'm just adding a little bit, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil as well. I'm just doing this on a low heat. And I'm just starting to bring the stuff up off the bottom. Just a little bit, keeping the heat down. That's just about a tablespoon of flour. And that's going to be used to thicken. I don't want to put a lot on there because I don't want the sauce to be too thick. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm now going to add in my sage. And I can pretty much turn the heat off at this point. You can see it's thickening up, so let's taste it and see how it is. Hot as can be is how it is. It's really buttery, it's really rich, it's savory because of the salt and the pork. You can taste the sage really well, and the blueberry does shine through, but it's a little heavy. So I want to add a little bit more acid, a little bit of more depth of flavor. So I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of white wine. That's also going to keep it from thickening up anymore, which it was starting to. And again, guys, never tried this before. Brand new experience for all of us. New spoon, another taste. Yep, and that brightened it up. It really livened it up a little bit more. So I think we're in good shape right there. I'm going to go ahead and serve this. I know traditionally we'd be wanting to do mashed potatoes. My baby likes toast. She gets toast. First of all, good and tender, really easy to cut into. On their own, they've got a really great spice to the outside. Now with a little bit of that blueberry sauce. That's rich and savory and nothing like what you'd expect blueberries to taste like. This is otherworldly. It's you've got all the spices, you've got all the sage, you've got all of the rich flavors and aroma. It's blueberries, but it's not sweet. It's not jam, it's not jelly, it's not pie. It's different. So this is one, hey, you know what? Experimenting here. It worked. So give it a whirl. Try experimenting in your kitchen. See what you come up with. Leave comments down below. Let me know how you did. This is Matt. This is Big Food from a Tiny Kitchen. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.